Hello, my little enemy. It is I, the big, scary giant. How is that? Is that sufficiently scary, or should I? Right, of course. I couldn't help but notice that you have wandered into my abode, and you now are in my domain. And as such, you unfortunately must be dealt with. Well, forgive me, my friend, I'm coming up with most of this rather on the spot. I confess, I spend most of my time trying not to scare little folk. This is a bit, out of my element. But, nonetheless, I think it's only fair, since you so, foolishly came into my abode, thinking you might find some respite from the outdoors, that I get to that I get to toy around with you. So, first and foremost, I think you need to be picked up in my great big hand. There you are. Now, I certainly hope that I did hurt you with that grasp, but it seems that, unless I'm mistaken, you are completely unharmed. Okay, good. Bad. Very unfortunate for me. I'll have to try harder next time. But now that I have you in my hands, I can get a nice, close look at you. Were I a nicer giant, I may compliment your appearance. You do have eyes that, again, a kinder giant might describe as being beautiful. And your complexion is quite glowing. But I only say these things to know what you might have heard if you had been in the clutches of a caring and compassionate giant, which I am not. I'm very scary. You don't have to give me that look. I'll try a bit harder to be scarier. Yes, well, I am your big lug. All right. For you giving me that sass, I'm going to do something very scary and very dangerous. Yes. I'm going to set you down on the floor. I would drop you, but I don't want to destroy you too quickly. Now, I'm going to step upon you with my big, powerful foot. Yes. Going to, with careful strength, again, solely because I don't want to end the fun too soon. Step down upon you. And I'm going to grind my foot into your body. Ignore how gentle it may feel. It is all just to lure you into a false sense of security when I eventually squish you flat like a pancake. Yes. I hope you are certainly getting the impression of just how much bigger than you I am. I am quite massive and gigantic and very, very large. But lucky for you, I don't think I'll be crushing you today. Admittedly, not that I think I could. To begin with, I've, very soft feet, as I'm sure you can tell. But that is beside the point. I think instead I may just pick you up in my big, strong hands and lift you into the air yet again. And with that, I think I may imprison you. Well, yes. I could do any number of things to you, but admittedly I am a little tired and, I just finished up this delicious jar of raspberry preserves, and, I wanted to have some use for it. I figure that you're small enough. And I'm very scary and mean, and think that small folk like you belong in jars or in my belly. But lucky for you, I'm not feeling hungry just yet. No, instead, I think you're going to go in here, into this jar, and I'm going to gently put the lid over top, just to make sure you can still breathe, for the purpose of having you squirm about in my belly when I get hungry enough, of course. Don't get the wrong impression. I'm a very mean giant. Arguably one of the meanest around. And with that being done, I'm going to set you down beside me on this table while I read don't let the cover of the book confuse you. It is a book for cooking small folk. Just here, there's a recipe that says to put them in a vegetable wrap and eat them. So, don't get too comfortable. Because in a short amount of time, I will be consuming you. I'm sorry, my friend. I wish I could take this a bit more seriously, but simply put, I don't think I'm cut out for the mean giant role. Strict giant, perhaps. If you ever want a giant to tell you to fold your clothes and clean up the messes you make, I can certainly do that, but, well, I think you're going to have to find a different giant if you want someone to step on you and squish you underfoot and eat you and tell you that you are bad and not worthy of appreciation. Well, I can do some of those things, I suppose. I suppose I did step on you, and I have done so in the past. And I have eaten you as well. But, well, I don't think I can do those things in a terribly mean manner. I get a bit too worried about you to feel right doing it. Well, I suppose I can give it another shot if you'd like. I can, if you give me, say, till the end of this page, I can steel myself to try again and put you inside of me, and we can go from there. And I'll call you very mean things like delicious food. All right. Well, if that's what you would like, I am willing to at least try. All right, my friend. Give me just a few minutes. You just sit tight.